Trail bike versus enduro bike. Which one is right for you? What's the difference? Which one should I choose, Jared? This is a question I get a lot on my channel. The trail bike we got right here is a Polygon Siskiu T series. This is technically the T7 model, although I've done a lot of upgrades to this thing. But what you got on this bike is you have 135 millimeters of rear suspension travel and a 150 fork. The bike is about 35 pounds, and this is in the size extra large right here. I've done a lot of upgrades to this thing, so like I said, it's not what you would find stock for the Siskiu T series, but for the trail bike, this is a bike that's really going to be your all-day pedaler, and a bike that you can max out with like a 150 mil fork on the front right here to turn this from an all-day pedaler into a little bit more of an all mountain, all smashing bike that you can take on jump lines, even to bike parks if you really wanted to. For the enduro bike, we got the Polygon Collosus N7 right there. This bike has also been heavily modified, but this bike, you got 170 mils of rear suspension travel. He's got a 190 fork on there. Originally comes with the 170 fork. A lot more linkage. This has the IFS 6-bar linkage, so you can see the additional linkage on this bike. It still climbs good, but here goes the problem we have at this day and age. Like, mountain bikes are so damn expensive. So for a lot of guys like me, and probably you out there, if you're wondering, should I get a trail or enduro bike, you really want that one bike that can do everything. So for me right now, I've been leaning a little bit more towards a trail bike, because I've realized, yeah, I ride the bike park maybe like once or twice a season, but for most of the trails I ride, the gnarliest riding I get into at my skill level, a 150 mil fork is going to handle just about everything I want to ride. For other people though, like my buddy Colton right here, like, he rides all the same trails on me on his enduro bike, but he rides, like, he'll get season passes to Lift Access Bike Park, so he's riding the bike park a lot more. And if you're gonna ride the bike park every day with the 150 mil fork, it's gonna start to wear you out, and it's gonna get a little bit tiring, and you're gonna wish you had a little bit more bike. However, for those of you out there that aren't riding Lift Access Bike Parks like me, I really think the balance is between trail and enduro bike to kind of do what I did with the Siskiu. You get a trail bike, but then you throw something like a 150 fork on there to where you're kind of splitting that difference and getting more of, like, into like that kind of all mountain suspension range. So for me, trail bike versus enduro bike. Yes, the enduro bikes these days, they still climb good, but hey, Colton, how much does your bike weigh?
It's like 39 and change.
It's like 39 pounds versus 35 pounds right here. And we swapped out on the way uphill, and you could feel the difference immediately. So just like how, you know, riding a trail bike like this, if you ride nothing but bike parks, it's gonna start to wear you out after a while. Well, if you're riding an enduro bike, but you ride nothing but mountains where you have to climb your way to the top, the enduro bike's gonna wear you out after a while. So really the question is, like, what type of trails do you ride most of the time? You can still take your bike with the 150 fork to the bike park if you're only riding it like once or twice a season like me. You can still take your enduro bike on an uphill, you know, long uphill pedal if you're only doing it every once in a while. But the trails you ride most of the time, like the trails you ride 90% of the time, what are those? What, like, how much suspension do you really need? These are questions you need to answer for yourself. This is when maybe going out and demoing a bike before you get it. Like, even if you're looking at getting something direct to consumer like a Polygon, you're like, oh, I can't demo those bikes. No, but if your local bike shop has like Treks, then you could demo like a Trek that has 140/50 travel, like the Trek Fuel EX, and you could demo like a Trek Slash that has like 170 travel. So you could demo that trail and enduro on your local trails and figure out how much suspension you really need. So there you go, guys. That's a quick rundown on the trail bike. This is a Siskiu T7. I do have links in the description. I got discount codes for some of the other products like Trail One and stuff like that to help you guys out if you're looking for it. It also helps me make more videos like this. This is the Collosus N7. They do have some really good sales at Bikes Online on these bikes. I hope this video helped you. If you guys found it informational, definitely share it with a friend. But remember, at the end of the day, like no matter which bike you're riding, trail or enduro, just get stoked, go ride, and have some fucking fun, people.